This Saturday on April 12th, we have this month's full moon happening in the sign of Libra. It's exact at 7:22 p.m. Central Time. It's at 23 degrees of Libra. As always, full moons are associated with manifestations coming to fruition, things being illuminated and revealed, and it's also a powerful time of release. And we're releasing to let go of those things that no longer serve us. With this full moon, all things Libra are being highlighted. So that means themes of relationships and our connections are going to be coming up, as well as things like balance and harmony and justice. So with this full moon, it's going to be illuminating an area of life where we need that sense of balance and harmony in our lives. So if there's any major imbalances in your life, expect for those to be made very obvious because this full moon wants us to come back to that state of balance. It's like those scales, you kind of weigh and measure things and you kind of come back to that feeling of balance. That's what Libra is all about, is finding that balance. So under this full moon, we're going to be, weighing and measuring things and deciding what stays and what goes. And keep in mind, Libra is the judge, so it's kind of like Libra has that final say in what stays and what goes in your life. And so that goes for relationships, as well as places and situations and other things like that. It really just depends on where this full moon is happening in your own chart. And it's interesting because literally just 40 minutes after this full moon is exact, Venus, the ruler of this full moon, stations direct. Now, Venus has been traveling retrograde over the last 6 weeks. And so during that time, we were learning lessons in our worth and our value and becoming more secure in ourselves as we realign ourselves with our values. And it's interesting because themes of relationships also come up during Venus retrograde, where old relationships might pop back up or relationships kind of dissolve or fall away. And also we deepen those relationships that are aligned with our sense of value and worth. And so those relationships usually deepen in connection. And over these 6 weeks, we were getting in touch with our deepest desires and values and needs and wants. And again, just building a sturdier sense of worth and that security in ourselves. And so this full moon will really be kind of highlighting those lessons that we were learning over the course of this Venus retrograde. And so under the light of this full moon, we might have more realizations in regards to our relationships, or it could be in regards to your self-worth and self-love. Just gaining better clarity. And it's really bringing our focus back to who and what matters most to us. This full moon is opposite the asteroid Chiron, the wounded healer, bringing a healing energy to this full moon. And like I always say, with healing comes some feeling. So you can expect some emotions to rise up to the surface, especially because this full moon is also square the planet Mars, who's still in Cancer. And when Mars is in Cancer, it's almost like we need that emotional release in order to move into this next phase. So don't be surprised if you find yourself feeling all the emotions under this full moon. But that emotional release could be exactly what you need in order to establish and kind of find that balance